Yesterday we finished clearing out all the residential trash. We filled 30 plus construction sized bags of trash. Now I'm on my way back out to the junk house to start demolition work. This room was especially annoying. There's vinyl tile over 3/4 inch particle board over the top of roofing felt paper over the subfloor, and it's all held together with clusters of nails. The ramps were a great idea, however, they like to move around a little bit, so I need to secure them a little more permanently. This thing wasn't even nailed down. It had one nail in it. It was the shower that was holding that thing up. Maybe I should have taken the ceiling off first. I didn't expect it to fall like that. Notice how I proceed to get out of the tub and stand underneath the remaining sheetrock. I knew I should have been wearing my helmet. Now I'm just standing around because my eyes are full of the sheetrock dust that blew up everywhere. I had just broken my safety glasses, so I didn't have those on. It's a lot of dust. What's irritating is I was wearing my safety helmet when I started, but then I took it off because I wasn't doing overhead work. Just because no one else is around to drop something on your head doesn't mean the house can't. And I have a box of like 25 clear safety glasses sitting at home. What a pain in the butt. I really didn't want to cut that shower again and breathe in those toxic fumes, so I'm trying to open up this door to get it through. And I'm checking above to see if I've loosened anything else to fall on my head. Alright, I think it's quitting time for today. I got stuff to do. That's mostly done. I gotta do the floor still. The rest of this danger ceiling. Look at that. Underneath that thing, all that particle board just turns right to dust. There's nothing left of it. Big pile of dust. Look at that. I mean, what's the point of even having that board there if it's notched beyond its useful strength? I could probably kick this board and break it. So much for that. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be able to just kick a 2x6 and break it. That's why you don't notch it to the point that they did. Because what is it holding at that point? Nothing. It's not holding anything. All right, let me go find Peacemaker and my rod of discipline. Gosh. Woohoo! Going for a ride. Nothing's safe in this section. I'm going to pause this demo work for the bathroom for now, since most of this is just going to be junk wood, which I can burn. Helmets are good. The fact that it just falls with hardly any effort. Well, for the next few minutes, I'm complaining and pondering why this sheetrock is falling out like Boeing. But I think the real reason is these are just rather large sheets of sheetrock, 4x10, and there's not enough nails holding them up. I counted 6 along the long side, and they're 50 years old. Subscribe now and get this Xbox 360 for free. Oh, I missed. It's still good. I can't get this one to just budge. Yeah, I'm on to you now. That's going to be it for this video. We got about 50% of the house gutted. All the molding off. Well, most of the molding off. Insulation out. Wood paneling is gone. The depth ceiling is gone. The bathroom here is in the middle of these two rooms. The other room's in the back. This is all going to become one giant space, I think. It's not really big enough, in my opinion, for 3 bedrooms. I guess you can make it work. That's how they used to do it, though. Small home, lots of people. Here's the murder bathroom. The hole, both holes there that I almost went through. That would have been bad, you know. One leg went the one hole and the other leg went the opposite hole. And I came down right in the middle on that joist. Whoa. There's going to be a fair amount of work right here. I got to replace parts of this beam, these joists. All right, here's the back bedroom. Nearly done. Bunch of doors. I don't think I'm going to save these doors. There's a couple that are good, but most of them are with holes and they're fraying. It's just no good. Oh look, there's a panel I forgot to take off. It's alright. That can wait. I think I got a really good head start. Here's my future office. I'm going to shrink this room a little bit. I'm not sure how I'm going to change the layout just yet, but I will. There's a nice pile of wood from those 3 rooms. It's a huge pile of wood. I might just make a hole in this wall here, chuck everything out, burn it. There's my stash of murder ceiling. All right, enough talk. There's my new fencing that came with the house. I think it's time to get out of here and take these doggies to the beach. Briggs, your sock is holding up pretty good there.